Nick the Machine Gun Brінсон. And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the red corner. He wears blue and gold. He also weighed in at a ready 159 pounds. His professional record, a perfect one. 10 fights, 10 victories, 9 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Brooklyn, New York, by way of Kryvyi Rog, Ukraine, ladies and gentlemen, Євген, the Ukrainian Lion, Хітров.
Seconds out.
Gentlemen, I expect you to obey my commands at all times and protect yourselves at all times. Touch him up.
And as we look at the numbers, size-wise, this is a fair fight. Brінсон at 159 pounds, where he belongs. When he fought Andre Dirrell at 168, he lasted less than 4 rounds. For him, light is right. And the rules here in Jersey, same as our first fight. No standing 8 count, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the ref can stop the fight. Fighter cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and if there's an accidental foul that brings a stoppage of the fight before the end of round 4, no decision. After that, we go to the cards. Barry.
All right. First round of an 8-round fight. And it's interesting that Hítrov told us about his new regimen in terms of diet and conditioning, and it really shows. I mean, he doesn't have any of that thickness that he kind of showed before. We didn't get a chance to see him with his shirt off until now, but I can really see a difference here.
Amateur experience. Nick Brínson, a very good amateur. He beat Errol Spence. He beat Sean Estrada, who made the Olympics. But Hítrov, 500 amateur fights. He was a world amateur champ in 2011, an Olympian in 2012. Pro experience, you see Nick Brínson, much more experienced. Interesting that Nick Brinson's only a year older. Yet you saw where he turned pro in relation to Hítrov.
Yeah, Brínson comes in here very confident, actually. Had a couple of losses, took some time away, reunited with his old trainer, changed his ways, got rid of a lot of the hangers-on, he told us. And he really gives himself a legitimate chance here.
Yeah, he said nobody wanted to fight Hítrov, and he was salivating to get in there with Hítrov. He said his style is made for him. To see if he capitalizes.
As Max Schmeling said before he fought Joe Louis, I see something.
Yes.
He saw something.
And he did the first time. So the canvas.
Yeah, exactly. And right now you see Hítrov, who's walked through so many of his opponents, taking a little bit of a different tact here.
Yeah, usually he attacks. I was really high on Hítrov at the beginning. He was knocking everybody out, knocking good opponents out. But then in his last fight with Coley, I saw that he's still learning. He tries to load up with every single shot. I think that was the problem in the fight with Coley. And he put his punches together more often. Maybe he would have gotten him out of there. And let's see if he learned from that last fight.
Not real busy here in the first round. He's kind of letting Brínson dictate the fight.
We're pretty familiar with Brínson on Showbox, but he's been inconsistent in his effort. Dominic Wade, he started very slowly. Melendez is very quickly.
Brínson keeps touching him with that jab. Hítrov not doing much.
Not so far. A lot of side-to-side from Hítrov. That's something we have not seen a lot of. Triple jab from Brínson.
Is he looking for that one punch again? Hítrov?
Well,
Gonna beat Brínson like that.
We know he should, right? This passiveness from Hítrov, this could be giving Nick Brínson a lot of confidence.
And working a pretty good jab here in the first round. I would have to think that jab will be enough to win the round for him. Got a chance to talk to both fighters about what they need to do. Here is Євген Хітров.
Deep breath.
Ну, это один из самых моих тяжелых оппонентов, поэтому
This is my most experienced and most difficult opponent to date.
рассчитываю на длинную
And I don't anticipate a fast
дистанцию.
bout. I believe it's going to go
Скорее всего,
deeper into the fight, and because of
буду
that,
работать через корпус для
I'd like
того,
to work the
чтобы
body first and slow
понизить
him
его
down.
темп, его скорость, и уже дальше буду пытаться
And
его
then-
нокаутировать.
proceed with the game plan.
I gotta give him some lateral movement. Avoid his right hand. He's that's his thing. The right hand. He's got a big punch. Stay on his left side, and continue to work. Let my hands go. Look to land something big.
All right, seconds, let's go.
I thought he did a pretty good job of that, actually, in the first round, Raul.
Yeah, he did. Good lateral movement, good snappy jab, precise jab, making the jabs count. You see Hyitrov right off the bat applying a little bit more pressure now. He's like trying to walk him down. Walk him down. He's walking him down, but not throwing him nothing. Now he is.
And that's the Hyitrov that we are more used to seeing. That side-to-side movement was not anything that he'd shown us before.
Yeah, Hyitrov needs to be busy and explosive. Let his punches go now.
Yeah, totally different fighter here in round 2.
Yeah.
Brynson said he wanted to set up on Hitrov's left shoulder. And you're going to see Brynson moving right now to the left. He's going to move a lot to the right in this fight, away from the right hand of Hitrov. That's the plan anyway. 25 punches in round 1 from Hitrov, guys.
As long as Brynson keeps giving him that lateral movement or just taking a little step to the right, to the left, jab, hold him in the inside. Hitrov is the type of guy that needs to set to throw his punches. I don't think he could throw punches off his movement. He's not that type of fighter.
Good movement in this fight so far from Brynson.
And it doesn't seem like the aggressiveness that Hitrov showed in the first minute of this round. Well, now he's coming forward again a little bit, but not with as much sense of urgency as he opened the round with.
No, not nearly as busy as we've seen him in the past. And Brynson really getting the better of it.
Yeah. Good counters there by Brynson. If you see Hitrov, he's looking at him too much. He's thinking too much. He might be thinking, hey, how am I going to catch this guy? He's giving me problems. He's got to let his punches go. He's got to make something happen. He's got to rough him up, push him, make it a rough fight. And get Brynson off of that stance. You know, as long as Brynson is standing there and you give him all the time to think, he's going to work well that way.
Had a pretty nice left hand off the ropes a moment ago, too. Three-punch combination from Brynson.
And he keeps turning him. Staying off the ropes. He walks him down to the center of the ring. Makes a miss. Playing very smart, Brynson, so far.
Great. Don't punch, let go. Fight. Time.
I thought another pretty good round for Brynson.
I'm with you. I think he's
agree.
fighting fantastically.
Yes.
All right, listen to what I'm going to tell you. Listen, let me see some good sharp 1-2s. You hear me? Good sharp. Stay right. Keep on. Don't give him back the ground, Shaq. Like, don't pull back. Don't give him that step back. Let him go back. You understand me? Start closing the gap on him. You hear me? Now, when he starts throwing, go underneath him. Start breaking him down body and then come up to the head. Got it? Deep breath. Yo, I want to see the jab, though. Don't stop the jab. You understand?
Okay. How you feel? Focused? We good? Huh?
Make this easy work, baby.
Yeah, easy work, buddy. Easy work. You just need to stay tight. Give me that Vaseline real quick.
All right, seconds, let's go.
Round 3 of this 8-round fight. And again, Brynson working side to side, staying busy.
And you see how Hitrov came out. One single punch and he missed. And Breenson just popped him with 3 or 4 jabs combinations and moved around.
Key round, I think, in this fight. Hítrov has to establish that he's going to be coming forward and putting pressure on. He has to set a fast pace. Because remember, it's only an 8-round fight.
I was going to say, you can't give away too many rounds.
Yeah, he's going to run out of time. If he doesn't make something happen in this round where he could turn it his way or offset Breenson, push him back, catch him with some good shots, it's going to get harder. It's harder to catch up when you're down like that.
Let his arm go. Let his arm go. Break. Don't punch. Don't punch.
Right on him, Shaq.
Breenson is being first very consistently.
And Barry, he's also punching in combination. And the reason Hítrov isn't is because Breenson's giving him just enough movement after Hítrov punches that Breenson's not there to be hit with combinations. Gary Stark in Hítrov's corner wanted jab, which he's seeing, and body work, which he's really not seeing.
And he wants him to close that gap. But you don't close the gap by just walking towards him and not throwing any punches. You got to make something happen.
And I think Breenson's showing some very good movement. I mean, he's just not there.
Good block there by Breenson.
If there's a single dominant weapon in this fight, it would be Hítrov's right hand. We haven't seen it yet. He may need it very soon.
Yeah, a little bit of swelling under the right eye of Hítrov also.
And a little bit of, looks like he's frustrated too. A little frustration on Hítrov. The more Breenson could make him get frustrated, the easier it'll get for Breenson, because he'll keep baiting him in with that jab. Hítrov will keep running into Breenson's punches.
You're right about the frustration, because Hítrov turned southpaw there for a little bit.
Good right hand a moment ago by Hítrov, best punch of the fight, but one only.
A little bit closer round, you think?
I think closer. I'm yet convinced Hítrov has won it.
Breenson just caught him with good right lead.
I think the final 10 seconds of this round could decide the round. Time! Close round.
Hey, Phil. Good round, good round. You got to start backing up a little bit, otherwise you're moving too much, okay? All right? How you feel energy-wise? Right up. Yeah.
Good? Yeah, get closer. Start breaking them down now. You hear me? Check. I want to see a lot of body work. Start hitting them in the body. On the clinches, go to the angle. You hear me? Yeah. All right, let's go, baby. Stop picking.
Take a look at action from round 3, late in the round. Big right hand. Barry called that the best punch of the fight, I think it was. And look at Hítrov fighting southpaw. Raul mentioned frustration. That's always a sign when a fighter doesn't usually do that, and then all of a sudden he turns southpaw. That's usually frustration more than a tactical.
Let's go. All right, go to the sides and throw.
I'm still not sure he won the round.
Yeah, it was a close round. I think he certainly could have given it to Breenson.
Yeah, it was a close round. I think I gave it to Breenson. Close, but I did give it to him.
I did too.
Come on. Hands are free now. Come on.
Combination for Breenson again. Breenson's corner did not want to move quite as much.
Break. Don't push him, all right?
Hítrov not trying to bully him. I'm telling you, he's frustrated. I still think that Hítrov, he just hasn't been able to make that transition from the amateurs into the pros.
Nice
I don't see any different from his last fight with Coley. That's what he needs. Jab. Touch him with the jab.
Break.
Hítrov and his team said one of the reasons he was off against Coley was that he was exhausted. He had fought 3 months in a row. My answer to that is, hey, you know what the schedule was? The fighters in the 30s, 40s, and 50s? They fought 3 times in one night.
That's right.
And when you're a prospect, you got to build up your record. You got to keep busy. You got to keep learning. You got to keep molding into a professional fighter and get different styles. So when you hit the big time, then you're able to make adjustments.
Well, I know, Steve, you always tell the story about Sugar Ray Robinson fighting Jake LaMotta twice in 3 weeks with a fight in between. Nice four-punch combination from Brінсон.
And when you flash your hands in that manner, it impresses the judges, even if you don't land all the shots.
That's where Heytroff wants to fight.
Break, don't punch,
And that's exactly why Brінson is holding.
Yeah, Brінson, smart fighter. He's got the experience. He holds him, walks him down, lets the referee separate them, and that gives you a little break. A little offset the rhythm that Heytroff got. You know, you got to restart again. It's frustrating.
There's a right hand from Heytroff. Three-punch answer from Brінson. Body shot in the right hand of the head by Brінson.
Very little body work by Heytroff. He's not slowing Brінson up. This is a case where the judges have to look very carefully because it's clear who the aggressor is, but how effective is Heytroff's aggressiveness. A little body shot there from Heytroff from the distance.
But again, the answer from Brінson.
The halftime numbers, Brінson with an advantage in jabs. They've thrown about the same. Power punches, percentages aren't that high, but Brінson again with a little bit of an edge there, and he's been a slightly busier fighter. The numbers suggest a pretty close fight, and if you did give Heytroff that fourth round, it is a close fight.
I've given all four to Brінson, but I absolutely understand the last two.
Throw your jab out there, got it? And then start working. Give me combinations. Check hard body shots. Start working downstairs and up. 4 or 5 at a time now. You hear me? Deep breath.
Okay. Let's turn the fight now. We got the fight one. We got the fight one, but we got to turn it on him now. We're winning the fight. Okay, got to turn it. Let's get all.
All right, seconds. Let's go.
Be smart. Let's go.
I'm quite sure he's got the fight won.
Yeah, that's a little premature.
Stay sharp, Nick. Stay
Still
sharp.
got 4 more rounds, and he's fighting a power puncher, so.
And the pressure fighter, usually, Raul, you know this better than anybody because that's how you fought. Usually the second half of the fight is when the pressure fighter is more effective.
You get the second win. You wake up, and in his corner, Heytroff, they were trying to wake him up. They said, we need body shots. You got to be busy. You got to get on top of him. You got to make something happen. So there, you know, there's a sense of urgency. They know the fight is closer or he's down. Got to keep him there, Heytroff.
He's trying to work the body. There's a combination to the head by Heytroff.
But Brінson comes back. Not as effective with his punches, but he's still scoring.
Brінson breathing through his mouth a little bit now.
Break, don't punch, let him go.
He's holding on.
Come on, stop the holder, stop the holder. Fight.
And Brінson knows what he's not, and what he's not is a huge puncher, so he doesn't try. You know, he's throwing punches to land and score, not to hurt Heytroff. It's working.
Brīnson's chin is way up, guys. Watch that overhand right of Heytroff.
Well, nothing will stop a good jab like a counter right hand. If Heytroff can land a few of those, Brīnson will stop jabbing as much.
Brīnson dropping his left hand.
Heytroff, though, just kind of walking in, not coming in behind the jab at all.
At this point, it seems to me like this fight is all about Brīnson's energy level. If he has the energy to keep moving and throwing combination, he can win these rounds. If he doesn't, if he slows up a little bit, he's going to get overrun.
Let him go.
I agree.
Hands are free.
Good right hand there by Heytroff.
Now, Brinson's just not busy enough to win this round.
No, you're right.
Break. Let go.
Brینson could be getting just a little tired.
I see a little bit less on his punches. I think Raul mentioned it also.
Heytroff needs to keep digging. He's got to keep that momentum going.
Come on, let him go. Let him go. Let him
He's
go.
tired.
Break. Break. Break.
Get right on him. Waste any time.
Much better round, I thought, from Heytroff. Still to come, our main event of the evening. Get to see another Ukrainian, Steve.
A little bit different one in Derevyanchenko. We've seen him before. Boy, after his last fight, I couldn't wait to see him again after he knocked out Kampa. He's coming right back, and the technician, I love him.
Fighting Євген Ayala. Ayala comes in full of confidence, comes off a big win, is the biggest of his career. And he says a big confidence builder. He's going to get all he wants, though, from Derevyanchenko. That is our main event still to come here on ShowBox.
You hear me? Let's go. Body head, baby. Don't let him grab you. He grab you, push out of it, and start working now. You hear me? Let's go, baby.
You're way faster.
Got it? Yo, use your shoulder gets in and let him go. Chef,
All right,
let's go.
seconds. Let's go.
Nick, stay sharp, man.
This is round 6 of this 8-round fight.
Our audio picked up Brinson's corner telling him that he lost the last round, and he has to give them 9 minutes. I think this is a very close fight, though.
I think it is, too.
Yeah, there's been some close rounds, but I still got Brínson up ahead. Maybe by 1 round, 2 rounds.
I've
Some rounds are close.
got Brínson ahead, too, but I really allow him for the fact that both the 3rd and 4th rounds easily could have been scored either way.
And the last round, he lost the last round.
I give Heytroff the last round.
Well, we've been hyping Heytroff pretty good on ShowBox. And if he wants to show us he's special, he's going to have to do something pretty good these last 3 rounds. Because this fight is probably there to win. He's been outboxed for large portions of this fight.
I think he's getting outboxed in this round, too.
Yeah, he's got to turn it up. He's got to turn the pressure up. He's got to make his power count.
Hey, his body looks good. He looks in shape, but he can't win the fight with his body. You got to show me some skills. You got to be smart. You got to make things happen.
Right hand there did catch Brínson. Another right hand. Brínson for the first time looks like he's slowed.
Oh, he's hurt.
Looking to hold on. He's in trouble now. Backs out of harm's way. And Heytroff right on top of him.
Brinson's been down only once in his career. That was on ShowBox against Melendez. Got up to win.
I think he's still in a little bit of trouble. Heytroff right on top of him again, but not throwing punches. Double jab, right hand. That was a good one.
Brínson bending at the waist so much, Heytroff has to go to the body.
I think Brinson's legs are betraying him here. And a good right hand again. And Brínson backs into a corner once again. He's still in trouble. Still a long way to go in this round, 50 seconds.
He's keeping his left hand up. I mean, he's still smart enough to know that Heytroff's power hand is coming. You see, he keeps it up. He just blocked that one.
Tries to fight off the ropes. Might be back a little bit now. By far the best round of the fight for Heytroff. The left hand and a good one from Heytroff. Brínson gets out of there again. Combination. Although a couple of them missed. Body shot to right hand to the head. Final 10 seconds of this round. Best round of the fight for Heytroff.
You can do any damn thing for 6 minutes, baby.
Let's go, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Give
Let's
us
go.
6
Come
minutes,
on.
Nick, and I guarantee you win this
Let's go.
fight.
Let's go. Let's go. I need you on this fight. I need you.
Sit down. Let me see them uppercuts. Let's see them sneezels. Got it? Check. You know what? Check. Right hand, left hook. He's walking right into your right hand, left hook. Got it?
Action from round 6. It was all Hítrov. This was the most one-sided round of the fight.
Make sure you get that water up, please.
Brínson kind of desperate there. You see him trying to get away. Still able to slip a lot of punches, but he took a big left hand, and for the first time in the fight, really, he was against the ropes. We did not see much of that in the previous rounds.
Got it?
And in his corner,
He's tired.
he definitely
He got
looks
nothing left.
tired.
His punches are slow. Let's go.
All right, second, let's go.
I need you to win these rounds. Okay? Let's go.
So we come to the 7th round now. And Brinson's going to have to find something that clearly was not there in the last round. Hítrov trying to get in the range here, pursuing Brínson. Left hand right behind it.
Hold him, don't hold him. Break. Let him go. Hold him. Fight.
Every time Brínson holds, Hítrov needs to just bump him off, push him off, and keep working, keep digging. Keep working himself in with the jab, head movements. Don't worry about Brinson's holding. Let the referee worry about it.
And the momentum that Hítrov established in round 6, he's got to maintain it, because if he loses one more round in this fight, he could get a draw, he could even get a loss. Clearly the swing rounds were 3 and 4.
Oh, definitely, and he's having a really good round here.
I think Brínson, I don't want to say he's in survival mode, because I don't think he is, but I do think he's pretty gassed.
Like Hítrov woke up. He's in his jab mode. You see double, triple jab.
Right hand. Another right hand that one landed partially on the line. I think Hítrov might be a little bit tired also.
Yeah, he's throwing big bombs. Taste that knockout. He's looking for it, but gotta set him up. Can't get careless.
Hold his head. Let him go.
Get sloppy at times.
Don't punch.
Brinson's punch output way down.
There was a huge right hand, and this time Brínson is in trouble. Staggers back into the corner, takes a double jab and a right to the body. Left to the right to the head and a right to the body. Another left to the head and a right to the head, and he holds on. Hítrov, another big right hand, drives Brínson into the ropes. Brínson very wobbly now, trying to hold on. Another big right hand drives Brínson backward. Brínson just going on guts here. It's still a long way to go in this round. Brínson catches a right from Hítrov again. It will not take a lot. Right hand to the head, left hand underneath, and another left hand to the top of the head. Brínson showing some guts, I'll say that.
How much is it going to take for Earl Brown to step in here?
3-punch combination and another left hand makes it a 4-punch combination. Brínson, a wide right hand misses.
You got to wonder if this was a 10-8 round, guys.
Looks like it. It was all Hítrov.
Absolute domination, but Brínson survives it.
How you feeling? You good?
No answer to that question. Are you feeling good?
Yo, this round, this round,
Action from round 7. Boy, has Hítrov taken control of this fight. An overhand right over a lazy jab. I said earlier, best way to stop a jab is to land that counter right. That was a lazy jab, didn't come back. And that's why Hítrov was landed. And then you see just punch after punch. He really never stopped the whole round. Brínson almost never answered, and I'll tell you, in terms of the referee intervening in this fight, Brinson's lucky the fight is still alive.
5 at a time.
Short step back and continue punching.
He's gonna come out there.
He's gonna come out trying to knock you out, knock your fucking ass out. Uppercut, right hand up.
Last round, guys.
It was all Brínson could do to shake hands. The opening of this round. Left hand, just a jab, knocks Brínson back to start the round.
Round 7, Hítrov landed more than 50% of his power shots.
Brínson clearly has nothing left. It's just going to be a question of can he survive this round.
And it looks like he's just looking to survive. So far, he hasn't thrown any punches. He's backing up, giving Hítrov everything.
Right hand by Hítrov. Hítrov just walking him down. Got a good straight right hand. And again, Brínson in trouble. Back to the ropes. Gets there with a combination of right hand and a left hook. And another big right hand by Hítrov and another one. And Brínson again gets off the ropes, but he's wobbly once more.
And the numbers we saw in round 7, looks like we're on our way to the same numbers here in round 8. I scored that round 10-8 by the way.
I did too. And Hítrov just continues to dish out punishment.
This might be another 10-8 round.
If he gets through it.
And that lead that Brínson may have developed on the cards early, that's gone. I have Hítrov ahead.
I do too now.
Comfortably ahead. I know it's a little closer on your card.
Midway through the final round. Brínson got there with the right hand.
Well, in that career best win against Melendez, Brínson showed a lot of courage and guts. He's showing the same thing today because he could have been out of there by now.
Inside a minute remaining in this fight.
Remember, Hítrov stopped Melendez in the 8th.
Good
He's trying
left
to do the
hand
same
there.
thing.
Good left hand again.
Badly hurt.
And another left hand that drives him back. Into the corner it goes. 38 seconds remaining. A chopping right hand and left behind it. And finally Brínson takes a knee and that's it. Earl Brown stops the fight.
No, that's a knee. That's a knee.
No.
That's a knee. That's a knee, bro. That's a knee.
What time? What time?
Well, when it came time to finish, he did finish.